Gordon was cross.
Why should Henry have a new shape?
He grumbled.
A shape good enough for me is good enough for him. He goes gallivanting off, leaving us to do his work, and comes back saying how happy he feels. It's disgraceful. And there's another thing. Henry whistles too much. No respectful engines ever whistle loudly at stations. It isn't wrong, but we just don't do it.
Poor Henry didn't feel happy anymore.
Never mind,
whispered Percy.
I'm glad you're home again. I like your whistling.
Goodbye, Henry,
called Gordon.
Glad to have you with us again, but remember what I said.
Later, Henry stopped at Edward's station.
Hello, Henry,
said Edward.
You look splendid. I was pleased to hear you happy whistle yesterday.
Thanks, Edward,
smiled Henry.
Shh. Can you hear something?
It sounds like Gordon,
said Edward.
It ought to be Gordon, but Gordon never whistles like that.
It was Gordon. He came rushing down the hill of a tremendous rate. He didn't look at Henry, and he didn't look at Edward. He screamed straight through the station and disappeared.
Well,
said Edward.
It isn't wrong, but we just don't do it,
chuckled Henry, and he told Edward what Gordon had said. Meanwhile, Gordon screeched along the line. The noise was awful. At the station, everyone covered their ears. Sir Topham Hatt covered his ears too.
Take him away,
he bellowed.
Stop that noise.
Gordon puffed sadly away, but he wouldn't stop whistling until 2 fidders climbed up and knocked his whistle valve in place. That night, Gordon slunk into the shed. He was glad it was empty.
It isn't wrong,
murmured Henry, to no one in particular.
We just don't do it.
No one mentioned whistles. Next morning, Henry was enjoying himself enormously.
I feel so well, I feel so well.
He sang trickety-trock, hummed his coaches. Then he saw some boys on the bridge.
Peep, peep, hello.
He whistled.
Oh!
The boys didn't take his number. They thought it would be fun to drop some stones on him instead.
They've broken our glass! They've broken our glass!
Cried his coaches. The passengers weren't hurt, but they were cross.
Call the police!
No,
said the driver.
Leave it to Henry and me.
What would you do?
He asked.
Will you keep a secret?
Yes, yes.
Well then, Henry is going to sneeze at those boys,
said the driver. Lots of people were at the station just before the bridge. They wanted to see what would happen.
Henry has a plenty of ashes,
said the driver.
Please keep all windows shut until we have passed the bridge. Henry is as excited as we are. Aren't you, old fellow?
Henry felt more stuffed up. Soon they could see the boys, and they had stones.
Are you ready, Henry?
said his driver.
Sneeze hard when I tell you. Now!
He said.
Achoo!
Well done, Henry,
laughed his driver. Henry went home, hoping that the next time he saw Gordon and the boys, they would have learned not to be so mean.
Want to see my pencil? I stick it in my nose until it hits the metal. It's yellow. It's special. It tastes like a pretzel. I hit it on my head to make this instrumental. I'm mental. my daddy. My rhymes are freaking hot.